Thomas Hardy's The Mayor of Casterbridge is a novel that stands as a quintessential example of his literary prowess and philosophical exploration.
Published in 1886, the novel is set in the fictional town of Casterbridge, modelled after the real town of Dorchester in Dorset, England. The story follows the rise and fall of Michael Henchard, a man whose life is marked by his impulsive decisions and their far-reaching consequences. In this video, we will discuss various aspects of The Mayor of Casterbridge, including its plot, themes, characters, and its place within Hardy's body of work and English literature.
Plot overview. The impulsive sale.
The novel opens with a shocking event. Michael Henchard, a young hairdresser, sells his wife Susan and their daughter Elizabeth Jane to a sailor named Newson while in a drunken stupor at a country fair. This impulsive act sets the stage for the novel's exploration of fate, guilt, and redemption.
The rise of Henchard.
18 years later, Henchard has risen to prominence as the Mayor of Casterbridge, a prosperous grain merchant and a respected member of the community. His past, however, haunts him, and he has vowed to abstain from alcohol as penance for his actions.
The return of Susan.
Susan and Elizabeth Jane return to Casterbridge, believing Newson to be dead. Susan seeks to reunite with Henchard, who is overjoyed but conflicted. Henchard's attempts to reconcile with his past and build a future are complicated by the arrival of Donald Farfrae, a young, talented Scotsman who becomes his business manager and, eventually, his rival.
The love triangle.
The relationships between Henchard, Farfrae, and Elizabeth Jane become increasingly complex. Farfrae wins the hearts of both the townspeople and Elizabeth Jane, leading to tension and competition between him and Henchard.
The fall of Henchard.
Henchard's fortunes decline due to his poor decisions, impulsiveness, and inability to adapt to changing circumstances. His rivalry with Farfrae escalates, resulting in business losses and personal tragedies. The reappearance of Newson, who is revealed to be alive, further complicates Henchard's life.
The tragic end.
The novel concludes with Henchard's ultimate downfall and death. He dies alone and broken, having alienated those who might have cared for him. His will, discovered after his death, reflects his desire to be forgotten, encapsulating the novel's themes of isolation and the inexorable consequences of one's actions.
Themes.
Fate and free will.
The interplay between fate and free will is a central theme in The Mayor of Casterbridge. Henchard's life is a testament to the power of impulsive decisions and their long-lasting impact. While Henchard exercises free will in his actions, the novel suggests that fate also plays a significant role in shaping his destiny.
Guilt and redemption.
Guilt and the quest for redemption are driving forces in Henchard's life. His remorse over selling his wife and daughter propels him to seek forgiveness and atonement. Guilt and the quest for redemption are driving forces in Henchard's life. His remorse over selling his wife and daughter propels him to seek forgiveness and atonement.
The power of nature.
Nature, often depicted as a force beyond human control, plays a significant role in Hardy's work. The Mayor of Casterbridge, natural events, such as the weather, often mirror and influence the character's fortunes. The cyclical nature of the seasons reflects the cycles of rise and fall experienced by Henchard.
Social status and mobility.
The cyclical nature of the seasons reflects the cycles of rise and fall experienced by Henchard. Henchard's rise to power and subsequent fall illustrate the volatility of social standing and the impact of personal actions on one's position in society.
Isolation and alienation.
Isolation and alienation are recurring motifs in Henchard's life. His inability to connect with others and his tendency to push people away contribute to his downfall. The novel examines the consequences of emotional and social isolation, emphasizing the importance of human connections.
Characters. Michael Henchard.
Henchard is the novel's tragic protagonist. His complex character is marked by his impulsiveness, pride, and a deep sense of guilt. Despite his many flaws, Henchard's struggle for redemption and his moments of vulnerability make him a compelling and sympathetic character.
Susan Henchard.
Susan is a figure of patience and forgiveness. Her return to Casterbridge and her attempts to rebuild a life with Henchard demonstrate her enduring hope and resilience. Susan's character highlights the themes of loyalty and the quest for stability.
Elizabeth Jane.
Elizabeth Jane, Susan's daughter, embodies innocence and adaptability. Her growth throughout the novel, from a naive girl to a mature woman, mirrors the fluctuating fortunes of the other characters. Elizabeth Jane's relationship with Henchard and Farfrae adds emotional depth to the narrative.
Donald Farfrae.
Farfrae is Henchard's foil, representing modernity, efficiency, and compassion. His rise in Casterbridge contrasts sharply with Henchard's decline. Farfrae's character highlights the themes of change and the impact of new ideas on traditional structures.
Lucetta Templeman.
Lucetta is a complex character whose past and desires influence the events in Casterbridge. Her relationship with Henchard and Farfrae adds another layer of tension and intrigue to the story. Lucetta's presence in the novel underscores the themes of reputation and the consequences of past actions.
Newson.
Newson's reappearance towards the end of the novel serves as a catalyst for the final unraveling of Henchard's life. His character represents the unexpected turns of fate and the enduring impact of past decisions.
Setting and atmosphere.
The town of Casterbridge.
Casterbridge, based on Dorchester, is a vibrant and detailed setting that reflects the social and economic dynamics of the time. The town's atmosphere, with its markets, inns, and public spaces, provides a backdrop for the unfolding drama. Hardy's detailed descriptions of Casterbridge add to the novel's realism and immersive quality.
Rural England.
The rural landscape plays a significant role in the novel, influencing the characters' lives and fortunes. Hardy's portrayal of the countryside, with its changing seasons and natural beauty, underscores the themes of nature's power and the passage of time. The rural setting also reflects the traditional values and social structures that Henchard both upholds and challenges.
Literary techniques.
Symbolism.
Thomas Hardy uses symbolism extensively in The Mayor of Casterbridge. Objects, such as the goldfinch in Lucetta's house and the caged bull, represent the constraints and desires of the characters. The changing seasons and weather conditions symbolize the emotional and psychological states of the characters.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is a key narrative technique in the novel. Early events and subtle hints foreshadow later developments, creating a sense of inevitability and tension. Henchard's initial impulsive sale of his wife foreshadows his later downfall, while the appearance of certain characters and objects signals future conflicts.
Irony.
Irony permeates the novel, highlighting the contrasts between characters' intentions and the outcomes of their actions. Henchard's efforts to secure his position and build a stable life are often thwarted by his own flaws and the unpredictable nature of fate. The ironic twists in the story underscore the novel's themes of fate and free will.
Character development.
The novel's rich character development is one of its strengths. Hardy delves deeply into the motivations, desires, and internal conflicts of his characters, creating multidimensional and relatable figures. The growth and changes in characters like Elizabeth Jane and Farfrae add complexity to the narrative and enhance the reader's engagement.
Initial reception. Character development.
Upon its publication, The Mayor of Casterbridge received mixed reviews. Some critics praised Hardy's realistic portrayal of rural life and his complex characters, while others found the novel's themes of fate and tragedy to be overly pessimistic. Despite the varied reception, the novel established Hardy as a significant literary figure.
Modern criticism.
Modern critics have come to appreciate the novel's depth and complexity. The Mayor of Casterbridge is now regarded as one of Hardy's greatest works, celebrated for its exploration of human nature and its critique of societal norms. The novel's themes of guilt, redemption, and the power of fate continue to resonate with contemporary readers.
Adaptations.
The Mayor of Casterbridge has been adapted into various forms, including film, television, and theatre. These adaptations have brought Hardy's story to new audiences, highlighting its enduring appeal. Each adaptation offers a unique interpretation of the novel, showcasing its rich narrative and emotional depth.
Conclusion.
The Mayor of Casterbridge remains a powerful and moving exploration of human nature, societal expectations, and the inexorable forces of fate. Thomas Hardy's skillful storytelling, complex characters, and philosophical insights make the novel a timeless classic. As readers continue to engage with Henchard's tragic journey, they find themselves reflecting on their own lives and the choices that shape their destinies. Hardy's novel, with its blend of realism and tragedy, continues to captivate and inspire, solidifying its place in the canon of English literature.